friends. Today is Thursday. So we're going to take a look at our calendar. So yesterday we had a sandwich and it was cut into fourths. 1/4. What is today going to be? What's the number? What is underneath this square today? So I want you to think about it, and you can say it out loud, or you can say it in your mind. What is going to be under here? What is the number, and what will the picture look like? Yep, it's going to be 4 mice, right? And what is it going to say on there? Nibble, 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 right? And what's the number? Yesterday was 11, so what is today? 12. You're right. Good job. So we're going to go over and change our date right away. So think about what number it was. What am I going to change it to? Yesterday was 11-11-20 for November 11th, 2020. What is today? What did we just say? What comes after 11? You're right. It's a 12. So today is Thursday. Let me show you. Today is Thursday. Say it with me. November 12th, 2020. Nice work, friends. Let's go to our days in school. So watch what I do. Remember, yesterday was 50. That was a big one. Now you can see I added an X on our new decade, or group of 10, our bundle. What is today? I'm going to erase this. I want you to think about what you notice. What do you notice? Well, yesterday we said was 50, so I know that after 50 comes 51. And I know that because half of a hundreds chart is 50. So I know that 50 is filled in, plus there's one X. So I know that 50 plus 1 equals 51. What kind of math equation can you come up with using our chart to help us figure out our days in school? We could count by tens, you're right. How many groups of 10 do we have in the number 51? We have 5 groups of 10. So I'm going to put 5 tens. And how many extra ones? Just one extra one. So we could count by tens. Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus 1 equals 51. Good job, first graders. You're going to need to grab a couple items. So what I want you to grab out of your notebook that you have at home, rip out 2 pieces of paper, and then you need to grab your whiteboard and an expo marker. So go and do that. Go ahead and pause the video. Remember, you need 2 pieces of paper, just blank piece of paper from your notebook, your whiteboard, and an expo marker. So pause the video, and then you can unpause it and listen what's next. What we're going to do is talk about our half and our fourth. So remember what a half is. So what I want you to do right now is write the fraction half on your board. So it looks like a 1/2. This is half. So go ahead and write that on your board. Half. And then I want you to write the word half. So it looks like this. Half. Okay, so what does this mean again? What fraction is this? Half. 1/2. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to take your piece of paper and fold it in half. So what does that mean? Think about what it means if I ask you to fold something in half. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, and I want you to do it on your own and see what you did. So I'm going to go ahead and do that so you can do the same. Fold your paper neatly in half. When you're done, your eyes can be back on me. So mine looks like this. So I took my piece of paper and I folded it in half. So they match. Do you see that? My paper is in half. I want you to open it up and look at it. How many sides do you have? You have one on top and one on the bottom. So you have two because it's folded in half. So 1 half and 2 halves will equal a whole piece of paper. Because look at, here's my line in half. That's where my fold is, right? I have 1 half on top, another half on bottom. So 1, 2 halves equal 1 whole. Oh, you can't see the word. Equals a whole. So now what I want you to do is write a new fraction. We call that a fraction on your board. It is called a fourth. Take a look at our card, fourth. So if you divide a pie into fourths, how many slices would you have? Think about that, a fourth. Or sometimes we call it a quarter. So 1/4 or a quarter. You would have 4, you're right. So I want you to write the word fourth. So a fourth or a quarter. Now what I want you to do is think about how you could make your piece of paper into a fourth. What could you do? Go ahead and do that. When you're done, go ahead and hold it up. So I'm going to just give you a second to finish that up, and then I will show you. All right, this is what I did. Are you ready? So I want you to think about what you did. What did you do first? Think about what you did first to fold your piece of paper into a fourth. Here's my piece of paper. It's a whole. The first thing I did, because you can even see I have 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first thing I did, and I bet you did the same, is divided it in half. My piece of paper is now in half. So how many sides do I have? 2, right? So it's in half. But then look what I did. I said, well, I know I need 4. And if I have 2, I can double it to make 4. 2 and 2 is 4. We know that. That's a double. So then I put it in half again because I know when you do something in half, if you divide it in half, it makes 2 parts. So I started with a half, and then I folded it again in half. Now watch. How many parts do I have of this piece of paper? 4. Let me show you my folded lines. I will use a marker so you can see my folded lines. How many pieces do I have of this piece of paper? I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is this how yours looks? This is called a fourth or a quarter, we call it. All right, my friends, I will see you on Seesaw. Have a great rest of your day.